they have a bit of flexibility and a lot to build around, and now they're kind of really thinking on it a bit. Bans onto the Drow and the Naga come out from EG side. Storm Spirit and Queen of Pain targeting more of a Abed's pickups, I'd imagine here. So we saw Abed go off on that Storm Spirit, by the way, last Tuesday. Sorry to talk over you there. So warranted ban, I'm sure.
I think with regards to these bans, the Drow and the Naga being banned makes me feel like this is probably an OD offlane, because Drow is one of the few heroes that actually lanes well against it because it's one of the only ranged carries that's actually viable right now. And then Naga is, you can kill one illusion with OD, but then that's still not enough. Naga can push out the lane, and come mid game, OD does nothing to the Naga because OD can't clear summons at all. So I think Lycan's another super viable ban. I'd actually be kind of surprised if Sadboys doesn't pick up the Lycan, especially considering they have Fear on their team. He's the Lycan player. He's like the best Lycan in the entire region. So I feel like that's coming out soon.
How much do you care about Lasso right now if you're EG? Because we talked about OD potentially being support, but if it's not, you could go for something like an Oracle, which is probably the best support left in the pool that is a pseudo save. I mean, it's not it's a literal save for Lasso. Or is that just how important is it finding a save for that, in your opinion, Jenkins? Like, because I always wonder, like, from a prioritization standpoint, from team's perspective, how it ranks up.
To be honest, I feel like OD's enough. It's just like a matter of redundancy. Like, you pick this hero, and like now you go from literally not being able to save Lasso to being able to save Lasso. And so picking another hero that saves Lasso is just like you go from being able to save Lasso to save it better. It's not as much as like a step up. So I feel like they've got some other stuff that they need to cover in their draft. Like, for instance, they have no stuns right now. I think that's a big issue here. Like, you can just run away from this lineup. You can pick some Juggernaut or whatever, Storm Spirit. Like, they can't do anything to to deal with this right now. I feel like you got to pick a stunner.
Throughout the 8 or 9, maybe it's 10 different reworks of OD that we've had now, what is the range on Astral? Is it actually okay? We have a snowball now.
It's huge. It's big now? It's big at level 1. Yeah, it's big at level 1, and the range stays the same. It's I don't know, like 1200 or something. It's quite far away.
No. What? 1200?
I think it's something like that.
Right,
no
gentlemen.
Way.
There's your research
it's like close to 1,000. It's like close to 1,000.
1200 is massive. It's like global. Jesus.
What are the units actually, even in Dota? Like, I've always wondered that. Is like 1,200 feet like
650 cast range on Astral, by the way.
So about half the range.
800 with Ag.
Technically, if you round up, that's 1,000. Just putting that out there. If you round up, that's 1,000.
In America, we round up. Well, you did call the Juggernaut.
But what about? I want to go back one step to the Tusk pickup again, and they're not going for stuff like Earth Spirit, who was also available in the last draft. Now maybe because they had things like the Nyx Assassin early, and it's not fun to go Earth Spirit against Nyx Magnetize. Suddenly it's a free Spike Carapace and it ruins everything for you. But here they go back for it again, even after that previous game, and we talked about how obvious it was that Crit was not able to even play his game. If things do not go well in the laning phase, it feels kind of awkward to be a Tusk. But here EG feel confident that they'll get the lanes right this time, and Crit will be able to do what he does.
It is a tough Tusk game, though. I mean, you have the OD, so that means you can always leave the lane, and OD will be fine. He can always just 1v2 quite easily, as well as it's a ranged hero to pair with your Icy Hands, whatever the hell it's called. It's pretty powerful in terms of the laning. However, you're dealing with the Juggernaut as a core, and then you're dealing with the Bat Rider as a core. So both of these heroes don't care about getting Ice Shards. Jug, you just spin, and Bat, you just literally fly over it. And that always sucks for Tusk because it means you can't really roam to the Bat's lane. It's tough. It's a tough Tusk game. I agree with the Earth Spirit. I feel like
10 seconds remaining.
There's Earth Spirit's the type of hero that can play into a counter and be fine because there's just ways to play it. Like, you instant silence the Nyx, for example. Whereas with Tusk, I feel like Tusk is like a B tier hero where you need to have a good game for it. But maybe EG disagrees. Maybe they think it's really OP with this PA or something like that. I don't know.
It's interesting. They ban out Enigma. So what position are they thinking OD is? Are they not expecting a mid pick here? Like based on that, it indicates to me that they think OD potentially is 3. Or
Sure.
perhaps this is just such a good Enigma game that you just don't want to give that up regardless.
You have Rubik. You have Rubik. I suppose it's like if the Enigma deals with the Jug, you can just always black hole him and he's gonna die from full HP. It deals with that counter, but then you do have the Rubik. It really shows respect for this Enigma hero, I suppose.
Neither team has
seen-
any time, by the way.
Have we seen Ice 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 play OD off lane, or is that too meta for him? Too new meta for him? Maybe something they'll kind of reserve instead elsewhere. Oh, Void Spirit. I mean, that's still kind of flexible there.
Has he played Void Spirit offlane at all? Otherwise, this is
wanna
OD
say
offlane,
yeah.
most likely.
I would imagine so.
And maybe it's going to be potential, or based on what this last pick is as well for Sadboys, based on the mid matchup.
Man.
So you could switch it up.
I can't help but think a huge problem in this EG draft is total lack of ability to kill summons. Like I really feel like, okay, I wanted to say it. Okay,
Oh,
I actually would prefer a Lycan over Broodmother just because Void Spirit deals fairly well with the Brood. Once you get the Astral Step, you can kill the spiders, but still, there's nothing to clear summons other than that. So
Okay, wow. It's a brood last pick, guys, and I know we got to wrap this fast. Did they just get brooded, and did Sadboys just 2-0 EG, or can EG weather the Spider Storm and make it to Game 3? Suns fan, you first.
I'm going to pick Sadboys. Jenkins, you can't pick the same team as me.
Okay.
Oh come on, I said with the summons, like I gotta go with Sadboys. I just really my gut says there's no summon clear. There's really no summon clear.
Let's get to a break, and let's throw it over to our commentary team to bring you the coverage on this one. It's Lyrical Trent and special guest Gunnar to bring it to you. See.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a dirty brood mama coming in at the end here. Trent, Gunnar, how you guys doing? First of all, I think that, you know, it's always good for us to be able to put forward our thoughts, Trent, but Gunnar, you're a player. You see this last pick, Broodmother. Is there like a visceral reaction? Do you feel like you got punched in the gut, or you're just like, all right, fine, guys, we got this?
It's an offlane brood.
Okay.
So I actually wouldn't feel that bad. I'd be kind of scared because whenever people pick brood, if people pick a specialist here last pick, you always get worried. You know, like the lone druids or the broods or like arc wards or
Visage.
something like that, visage, all this stuff. You shake a little in your boots, but I think offlane brood is kind of a weak role for it. So
Why is it going offlane this game, do you think? Just because of the Void Spirit?
yeah, probably also DNM didn't want to play offlane, and he doesn't play the brood mid. It might be just
fair
Bushu.
enough.
So he just dropped that web in there to try and throw him off, you think, at the beginning?
Yeah, it's a little bait, trying to see what happens. The Void is actually good versus the Brood, because I think one ult kills every spider, or very close.
Yeah, I think it's what Jenkins was saying. It kind of wrecks them now.
Well.
Man, I have not seen a side lane Brood in ages. But EG now, DC walked back up the hill. We'll see if he's staying. I mean, the mid matchup now they have the Bat versus the Void Spirit. So I mean, that's still good, right? Like that's nice for Sadboys. Theoretically, they have two really well set up lanes here.
Spirit versus Bat mid is actually... The Spirit heroes feel fine, because they use sticks really well. Like Ember, Storm, Void. And they all
yeah,
pretty
that's
much
a
have
good
a way
point.
to disengage the Firefly.
And the
Ooh.
Bat usually relies on like the suicide into the tower, and with the mobility of the Spirit, I guess like there's a chance that that doesn't work out well for you.
Yeah, even pre-6, like Storm has pull, Ember can get chains, Void can get dissimulate. Or Spirit, if you're cool, gets like kick and roll. So...
Well,
If you're cool.
if you're cool, I like that. Yeah.
Will that ever be you, Gunnar? Are you gonna bring out some more Spirit mid or what? Are you not cool enough?
We played over CG.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, that was like literally the other day. So yeah, you're that
Yeah.
cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was just talking about myself in the third person.
Got it. We'll have to watch for that next time you play against that with it. Man, speaking of cool stuff though, Moo playing this Broodmother offlane, and they're dealing with it pretty well so far. Granted, this is not the time when it becomes scary, but they're just spamming into the shots, throwing out daggers. And Moo doesn't have a stick or that much regen left either, so he's got to be careful here.
The issue with this offlane Brood is it's level 1 is kind of weak, even its level 2 is weak. And you eventually want to get in this position where you can cut the waves, but it's also going to give this PA free farm. I don't know. I'm not sold on what it's gonna do for the game.
It is weird how they're. Yeah, I don't know. They're like trying to focus on the brood at like 12 minutes, not the brood at like 4 or 5 minutes. That tends to like try and bully someone out of the mid lane or something.
I think Tusk is also pretty good versus Brood. You have a punch through BKB and the snowball will like track over cliffs and stuff if you're fast enough.
All right, so we have a stat here from Knoxville showing the brood, the phases it's picked in. According to this stat, it's been first phase twice and it won both games. So mathematically, everyone should be first phasing brood. That's
I
what
like
I'm
that.
hearing.
That's some good math there, Trent.
I
Way to-
remember
Only
that.
logical
I think that was like
solution to that.
Liquid. They would pick it on 8. It was really broken. Or maybe it was
Fair.
Matu on Secret? So, there was some weird thing where they were just picking Brood really early and still winning. I felt
I
bad.
think you might be right, actually.
Wait, they just got a spider. That was really weird. Arteezy killed the spider, and then the spiderite spawned for Radiant. What? Oh, she's
Did it
taking it
enter
over.
the
Cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I
they're
thought you
enchanting
meant,
it. That was weird. Okay, look different.
haven't you
Nonetheless.
watched like all these brood versus edge lanes lately? Jeez.
Look at that. They just
Come on,
keep
Gabe.
switching back and forth. They kill one, and then the other one spawns for him. And Moo trying to run away now. Ooh, he's gonna get out of there. Arteezy has to jump away, and no regen right now on the PA. Fly.
Fly
Ooh,
went for the angle, dude.
Can he get out of there in time? Give Arteezy your cell first, quick. He does. All right. And backs away.
Is that the Sephora life? You're just like, oh no, I'm gonna die, but I'll salve my carry. He can't flame me.
Yeah, it's like our action hero moment, you know. It's like diving in your death just to pass one tango over to your
That's what
safe
these
laner so they
pubs
don't
are.
rage
It's like
quit.
you watch your 5 die, and then your carry just types, "Bring me a salve."
Yeah, no,
I remember-
you actually they get psyched when their 5 dies because he says bring me a salve and the mid laner says yeah TP here first though.
Fill my
Right.
bottle.
Yeah.
I've been noticing that that's happening a lot more often nowadays, particularly without that like 2-minute rune that was there before. Feels like it's a big.
Sometimes people will even be like, "My mid lane's a little rough, guys. You should go do some suicide fight so
Yup.
that a support can TP mid."
Honestly,
Honestly,
that is 100% happening in DPC games. I
it
have
does happen.
definitely seen it.
people
Yeah.
will like trade 1-for-1s in the side lanes just so that they can fill their mid's bottle.
Yep. I've seen some Shadow Shamans suiciding. Start like running and clicking someone. I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work out for them. And then they drop like in 80% of their HP and die, and then they just fill their mid bottle, and it's kind of a win overall.
Hellbear Smasher trying to give the clap over there towards the spiders. Misses on Moo, but as it expires, they will be able to pick up another one shortly here for Fly, most likely. 5-minute runes coming around. As up top, there's a little bit of a battle over a stack that's being built. It looks like EG are going to get one of the two down bottom, and then likely 3, or rather 2 up top as well. So 3 for 1.
If you fans out there have not played against Brood in a while, because the hero's a little bit unpopular, it is 25% magic resistance on the spiders now, which is something that people, because it used to be you always thought about cleave as being like the way to deal with them, but now like magic damage is not nearly as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, that's why the Void Spirit's so good, because it's physical and magic, and hits every spider.
This clap is pretty nice from the Hellbear.
Yeah, and Snake King,
Fact.
he goes down. They will kill off the Hellbear before he's able to get that secondary clap off, but a lot of damage being dealt back now by Moo onto Arteezy. In mid lane, they're going to go for the lasso play. Underneath the tower, Abed will have to go for the jump away. So both heroes taking a lot of damage, but then as we saw, TP in. This is actually Arteezy TPing in.
Yeah. Well, he got a
Bottle
all that,
refill.
but still can't do much.
Wait, no bottle. Interesting.
Wins the 50-50 though. Gets the ball in.
Yeah, true.
That stuff.
And now he's. Oh yeah, there you go. Because he's 6 now, right? So they're just gonna swap.
Yeah, I think the PA will lane mid by a stick.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
in the
really
meantime-
smart.
Yeah, I love how he buys the 6-minute stick too, as you said. That's kind of perfect. It's like, yeah, this is worth it. Gonna be here a while.
This is a very nice way to deal with it, definitely. And I mean, with Broodmother, very hard to try and switch up the lanes at this point, since all your webs are down here. Granted, he does have the 5 charges built up, but we'll see if he wants to make that rotation and sort of follow the PA. Probably not, though.
I think it's really awkward because if they want to core bot, it'll be the bat then. I think bat dies a lot easier to this Void in the side lanes, especially with like some Ench running at him.
Cool. They tried to push out Ice up top.
And spin, but immediately going to go for that snowball. Diving in onto PPD. Crit. Going to take advantage here if possible. Now the trade goes back the other way. And Astral onto the jug. And that should be the extent of it, most likely. He's got a healing ward down.
Bot lane.
Oh. Abed.
Well.
Get a little dicey.
Hideaway Moo. TP out. Abed. Get him. But top is where the action's going to continue as PPD gets jumped. They brought up Fly, and they're going to take him down at least for now. And again, this time it's EG that are up at 2,000 gold at 7.5 minutes.
Snake King caught in the river. He just ran the entire way up here. Would not be a great time to die.
Oh, look at those shards, crit. This guy played. No, walk up there, go see it. Oh,
Did he just not believe? Maybe he
I
just
think
thought
he was
dead 'cause of
scared
the
to the
bat. Yeah.
bat. Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess for good reason. As they go on to him, crit has the snowball afterwards. He's gonna die here. As he comes out in the fire, he will fall. But nonetheless, a nice little move there. DNM picking up another kill.
Top, they've got the Ice surrounded again. He's way in under the tower.
No Astral right now either. And he will be brought down. Snake King comes back in to secure that finish.
And he even had boots. I'm so used to the bootless ODs, but the Kiro slows a bit too much.
Well, you can see all of this now, making moves down. Taking a look at that stat RTZ. Very comfortable on this hero, but at least for now, he's had to rotate out, trying to push in this mid-tier 1 tower wall. Bottom, the cutting is going to come from Moo, but as soon as Abed shows up, it's a lot harder to do this. Mid?
Yeah,
Fly?
Fly's just gone. Again, it's honestly the slows for PPD. They're the real finishers. But that was just snaking with the easy telekinesis. But that we already we had that stat before too from because you played against the Arteezy Queen of Pain or Phantom Assassin. So he's climbing the ranks here, trying to catch up to QO.
Yeah. He's like a really high winner on it too, right? It was like 64, I think.
No,
This
not bad.
He is such an annoying hero.
There's a lot of annoying carries right now.
Yeah, this PA especially though, this Divine Rapier, I don't just makes it so every game is winnable for PA.
Yeah, true.
They get it, one crit, your carry just dies from full, and you're like, oh, okay, guys, I guess we lost.
Yeah, there've actually been so many games like that in the past year with PA. It got a little ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
One step for the courier. He's actually out of steps for 4 seconds after that, but was not punished for it.
Lift.
Yeah?
Lasso. Maybe he can get out of there, but Abed dissimulate, stick charges afterwards, had 12 of them, tries to get out, TP away, can he get away?
Oh my
Oh man.
That had to be perfect. The dissimulate first for the burn damage to dodge, and then, oh my god. And then bottling and everything too.
Resonant Pulse is so good.
Mm-hmm.
As mid, Arteezy wants to give a little punish here on the Snake King. Can PPD make him hurt for it? Yes, he can. Dives under tower and tries to jump away. DNM has Firefly. The chase down is coming. Has Ice Path off cooldown again in a second and just now gets the mana for it, but can't quite get there in time. DNM dodging the jump from Abed. Now Crit shows up. Has he gone a bit too far? Ice Path afterwards. Good snowball. Tries to pull him in, but DMN. Oh no! He ran out of Firefly. He's stuck there in the river. Tries to get the healing ward down to back away. And Dagger goes out. No crit there. Damn, that was close.
Man. And that courier just brought the tome to crit, too, or else he would have had the punch.
Wow. A very brawling back and forth early go here, as the pressure now is going to be mounted towards Radiant mid-tier 1 tower. Another Shard's block off. Good catch there on the Snaking, and also blocking Fear from retreating in that direction.
Feels like Abed's been very busy over the past couple of minutes, and that's freed up Moo a lot.
He's so sad his Falcon Blade's dead though.
That is true.
He was hoping for all his mana regen, now he's sitting on 100 with a Soul Ring.
Oof.
Yeah, that's your snowball item.
I'm not sold on that item either though. I know they buffed it, but
Yeah, it seems, I don't know, it's like any player who buys it on a lot of heroes, you know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like a single hero item.
Couldn't you also
kinda
just
like
buy
it as an
like
idea.
3 clarities? You're happy with what you did?
Well, the problem is that's more opportunities for your curry to get sniped. You keep bringing out clarities, it's going to be gone eventually.
We buy them all in like bulk.
Okay, let's see.
Get a discount at Costco.
At
Gotta get
Costco,
TV
exactly.
viewers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to understand that except for Dota TV viewers. Abed, they get jumped here, but DNM not able to find the connection. Dagger goes out onto crit, and well, they find themselves another target. And yet again, a lot of heroes showing up for Sadboys. 4 down in the bottom lane, buying space for Fear to try and get in towards his first couple of items here.
I don't think EG is ever gonna care about these subs dying. I think their lineup, if they're even or ahead, they're just gonna win at some point. They have OD versus Bad. As long as he doesn't get jumped, he'll just save the lasso target. They have PA to be PA and just kill everyone.
Oh,
How does
RTZ
this look with the blur?
jumps, dodges,
Okay, all right,
tries
please
to
no.
live. Ice shows up, Meteor Hammer afterwards, dude. Those jukes were hype. And can he get out of here in time? He has a snowball save afterwards to make it work. Trying to live, but crit not able to keep him alive. But have they pulled them in too deep? On Sadboys, Ice has already dropped the ulti, stealing sanity, snaking, thinking about walking back in on him. Does he drop the hammer? Does he have enough mana? Not quite.
No.
And, well, DNM afterwards, they get the chase down onto Ice. He is going to fall. Crit is going to die. Well, I thought it was going to be okay for EG, but Sadboys definitely the ones that come out ahead there.
That's what happens when you fight Batrider for 40 seconds in a row. This guy gets stickies on you. I think Batrider, the one thing I see for your Sadboys is Batrider I think is really good hero versus OD. Because OD likes these slow fights, he gets multiple astrals off, gets to save people, go kind of bait heroes for him, but this Bat will either get the OD at the start or just get stickies constantly in the fight.
Yeah, not the way OD wants to take fights here. They actually smoke out of the base right now too. They have the Orchid on Abed, but they're trying to grab something here.
Also
So
during
you're
that
under
fight,
our vision?
he solo killed the Brood bot, which is
Yeah.
why I didn't show up mid.
Got to be careful here. Now Tusk could have taken a lot of damage if he wanted to drop the snails, but instead takes Astral Step. They pull onto PPD, lifts forward, jumps onto Abed. He tries to get away, but no more steps are available, and the chase down's coming. Ice trying to keep him alive. Crit going to fall. Will they be able to take down anybody else afterwards? Ice. They don't have mana on the Rubik to chase.
Yeah, DNM was shy on mana. That's why I popped the illusion rune, because he was just trying to bottle his way through it. But he couldn't get it done, so they couldn't get the lasso onto Abed.
15 minutes in. Next round of bounties are coming up. And it looks like it's going to be another trade-off there evenly. And Jug finishes off the Maelstrom, actually. Going next for the Mask of Madness. As Fly, alone in the woods, likely to die here. Tried to get some wards down. Not sure if that one is going to be spotted or not.
How many times have we seen Fly die to a single Batrider? In both games.
Yeah, there's your stat. I don't know. Him and Crit, I mean, you said they don't care how many times the support side. I hope that Fly and Crit don't care, because, man, they are not having huge impacts. Hey, Crit might find its moment here now, though. Sign up for a TZ, the Meteor Hammer right out of there. Easy peasy.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, impressive showing so far, at least. 2K gold lead for Evil Geniuses. And, taking a look at the next couple of minutes here, likely try and just, put the clamps onto Sadboys if possible, I guess. Maybe try and take that mid tower since they've already lost their own.
Yeah, they just got moved. Pressured again down bottom here, too, with the Orchid. If he has a +1, this is definitely doable. Abed's trying to snipe out the spiders. A little battle happening down here. The Brood, I guess, having a bit of a rough game in terms of actually making use of the hero right now, right? Other than, pushing bot.
The silence is going on down their bottom, but mid is where the action's going, and Crit is going to be taken down. So they tried to get something happening down there, but as we saw, it isn't going to work. And now the potential connect up here. It's underneath a observer ward though, so Abed should realize that this rotation is coming. As he dissimulates away, Abed goes for the astral step jump back, and they're still looking for him, but won't get him.
And that's the kind of impact that you don't necessarily like see numbers wise, but like Abed wasn't there to like try and turn around the mid play, whereas like Void Spirits, like, he'd like to kind of be there in those moments when a Tusk is being gone on because he can punish. But he's busy chasing this Brood who doesn't even get the kill on in the end, and now Brood has an eggs done. Things are happening.
Boy's got his Falcon Blade. He's happy.
The mana regen up online. I'm gonna hit the tower pre-20, looks like. Get this outpost. EG's probably gonna want to make a play down here at some point, kill the Brood and take the outpost back. At like the 18-19 minute mark, I think.
Ooh. But this is an interesting decision here. They're trying to go for Roche. Abed gonna be chased down a little bit by the bat. The silence is out there afterwards. Macropyre down. How much damage do they have? They take down one. Now the spin in, trying to find themselves a follow-up kill here. Dissimulates away, and the snowball keeps alive the rest of EG.
Oh, he's trying to mana again. Oh, they
But
got him anyway, though.
another one of these battles, long battles against the bat, might end up being their demise, as they will lose crit afterwards. So no Roche available for Evil Geniuses, and in fact, it's Sadboys that continue to sort of win these fights.
Speed run bottom, man. Get that outpost. Go.
Abed chased a little bit again. Assimilates. Eats up a bunch of spiders. I guess that he's just going to have to back away now. I mean, he does have a TP available, but it doesn't look like he's that afraid. I mean,
I don't know. Snaking's coming from the right, and then DNN TP to the lane down bottom.
oh, snaking the range! Dude, that Aether Lens, though. And Abed's pissed. He's like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to try and take you with me, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh.
Wait, Juke? Juke,
Oh,
Juke?
no.
Oh, God, the creep wave. All right. Yeah, he's eventually going to fall, but he's going to take him on a merry little journey first.
Is he? How much mana does he have? 600?
He's got enough mana. He's an Orchid.
Oh, TP 15 seconds away. I mean, he's trying. He's taking him on a hell of a journey right here. Going all the way inside their base. Juke away again. Snaking.
That's got to be the
Good
end,
silence.
surely.
I mean, he's got TP back up in 1 second if he can manage to escape long enough, but Snaking chases. He's like, well, since I'm here, I'll just, heal up in the fountain a little bit. Look at this path of spider. Like, they started here. What the hell?
And the worst part is they still took the outpost. So
Yeah.
it didn't even save that.
Dang.
Well, things not looking so great for EG now. I mean, the PA, as you said, still a very scary hero. But now Fly, lassoed again.
That'd do a Bat Rider. I don't imagine that this is going to be quite as long of a journey for him, but maybe.
Not quite as exciting as the Gunnar chase, is it?
The Gunnar
This is
chase.
drawn out, but...
The Gunnar chase.
All right, yeah, sorry. It looked like a Gunnar play. The Abed chase. Gunnar, how you doing there, bud?
I'm good. I'm just,
All right, good. You're not being chased around. That's
No,
actually
I'm
a lot
sitting
nicer, I
comfortably
feel.
right now. Don't worry about me.
Well, what do you think about sort of the state of the game at this point? Like, EG is still slightly ahead in terms of net worth, but XP definitely into the favor of Sadboys. Would you be worried right now, Gunnar? You freaking out if you're EG?
I try not to get freaked out whenever you're 50-50, because a lot of the times when you draft, you usually try to be comfortable with a 50-50 game.
Okay.
You like want to mentally be like, if we play this 50-50, we got our items, our timings, our heroes have good synergy, and we can win this game. Which I think that's kind of how they should feel. I think this PA can still 1v5. They have save for him. They have initiation. They have lane shove. They kind of have like all the tools needed to win. It's not all online. I think this PA BKB is what's gonna make it online for them.
Yeah, trying to
The
take down
answers to that are a
Sadboys.
bit limited right now, considering the Jugs items, and then they just have lasso ability.
Oh, big
No
ulti
dispel
drop
either.
down. Silence, dead. Looking for more now. And speaking of hitting those timings, you take down Fear a couple of times. Things start to feel a lot better. TZ kills off the rest of the spiders. They send forward the Hellbear Smasher, gives him a clap. Standing ovation. Now looking for more. Buyback comes though from Fear, wanting to get into this fight. This is wild here. Our TZ BKB is going to be revealed. Jumps away afterwards. And with the buyback, they should not feel super comfortable stepping forward for more.
Yeah, he needs it for the roast just in case, but that does not feel good because he was so close to his Manta, and then he had like the Death Loss gold, and then he just bought back, and now that ultimate orb is just gone.
And a smoke immediately into a failed gank. Can't quite connect.
The thing about his build, going this Maelstrom on Jug, it means he wants to be able to fight a little earlier. If you like the standard carry Battle Fury, it makes you worse versus PA. The Maelstrom gives you a way to get out of the evasion.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's just getting punished by the Void Spirit with the Orchid.
Yeah. The Void has bots and Orchid. This guy's just gonna sit in front of the Brood wherever he is and just farm. He has 260 last hits. You know, he's just gonna keep farming. I think his whole goal this game is to make the map pretty for his PA. Like wherever there's a wave you can shove out and make it annoying for the enemy, that's all he's gonna do.
Okay. Crit's right
Yeah,
behind him right now.
the positioning this whole game has just been everyone else between Arteezy and Sadboys.
I guess that one thing to mention, like, Rubik now this is the second time he's sold Sanity's Eclipse, and like hypothetically you say, okay, maybe you can blow up the PA or the Tusk of relatively low mana, but it feels like it might almost be better for him to get Astral if he could have.
I think he probably wants Astral.
He
honestly.
definitely wants Astral. Astral's this Rubik OD matchup's really bad for the OD if the Rubik steals Astral.
Abed jumps, finds one, snowball in afterwards, gets PPD, 2 quick kills, and they finish that TP in towards here with the Bat Rider. Gonna buy back immediately now with the Rubik. He wants to get into a fight. Oh my god, the damage coming from Arteezy! Takes down one, now trying to look for more. Jumps onto Fear. He bought back in the last fight, and now he's in a hell of a lot of trouble. Arteezy's looking for the crit to blow him up, have the tag team afterwards. Moo now being chased down up on the high ground. He is also getting absolutely walloped. They jump in. The OT is there yet again, and that fight went terribly for Sadboys. Wait for your timings.
They need his BKB bat to kind of do anything, but I don't know. They're all so behind. EG's so far ahead right now. It's 9k gold.
As this game's been going on, Ice has been getting closer and closer on those Banish and the Meteor Hammers. That lasso was 0.04 between the hammer hitting and it coming up the Astral.
What?
One of these times he's gonna cut it too close, but it looks pretty.
Jeez. Well, Aegis now in hand, and as you said, a really big, lead now for Evil Geniuses. 10k up to it, and Aegis in hand. XP is, splitting back their direction as well. Need to wait for that BKB, but in the meantime, they're going to lose Snaking again. He has to back out. We got a game on our hands, folks, and it's looking pretty heavily in favor of EG now.
That was the
Going
most
like
awkward
PA.
thing, because the Rubik stole his blur, and the PA was blurred, and they just both walked into each other, and they're like, "You shouldn't be here right now." They get revealed, and he just dies.
Poor guy.
Oh, now they're on the hunt again with those bots. The move, he just wants BKB. And the ward just lurking ever so menacingly.
Take him over here. Lots of heroes in the area. The timing, it's there. Abed jumps through afterwards. PPD tries to drop down the ice path to slow down the pressure. They will kill Moo. Can they find anybody else, or do they even want to? DM's BKB's wearing off
that
now.
was nice.
Oh no.
He got baited.
Yeah, he did. That was a really
Ice
nice
just
play.
Kept not astraling. Like, it was on cooldown at first, and he just kept walking, and then suddenly Bat's like, my team is dead.
Jeez. Well, yeah, game looking really good now for EG.
Oh, and, by the time Fear finishes that Manta, he'll have 2 silences. In fact, he already does on Abed. So, yeah. That was the end of Fear's game, pretty much.
The whole buyback shenanigans.
Yeah, that one did feel a little bit strange. Wasn't exactly sure what the point was. I guess just to force back the fight, but definitely.
Yeah, losing that
behind.
Roche early feels really bad, because it gives his PA, depending on what his items were. If he didn't have his BKB finished, he could just get Aegis and like a Deso instead of this BKB and go more aggressive. So you don't want to give it to him, but buying back on carry just feels really bad. Any time before like 30 minutes.
Right. maybe he thought he could just show up like and get a big Omni Slash or something. I feel like Omni Slash is pretty rough this game against a lot of these heroes. Wow.
We have the records for the Void Spirit last. It's all versus Broodmother. Sadboys now third at 25 minutes.
Okay.
Not bad. First place was almost 300.
It doesn't feel fair. I feel like it should. I mean, I guess putting it in the context of against Broodmothers is good, but it's always going to be the case. Sorry to criticize you, Nox. Please don't hurt me. But Abyssal Blade is now completed, and trying to dot the I's and cross the T's here for Evil Geniuses, taking down this last tier 2 tower. They're going to have, afterwards, if they kill it quickly, as Fear's going to spin TP out of there, they're going to have about like a minute or so left on the Aegis maybe after this tower falls.
Yeah, I don't think they
Actually,
planned.
Arteezy's Blur got popped up top. Did they not see each other? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. They got him caught. All right, maybe they won't take the tower right away.
I don't think they were planning on ending the game right now. They're just gonna get like 30,000 gold next stages. Eventually, one hero's gonna walk out of the base because they're bored, and then they'll die.
That describes Dota so perfectly, actually.
That's how you talk about it when you're winning games. Like if you're in a good position, you're just like play the map, just farm, chill. Eventually, the enemy team's gonna be like, we have to do something. We're losing too much, hence bored, and then game's over.
That's it.
I like the description of just bored better. Like none of the like we have to do something. Just I'm bored. Now we need to go.
Yeah. Go smoke, go fight, sitting in base. Not my style.
We'll see. It gets everybody else out of your base. That way you can farm the waves, right? Part of the idea there. Jump in.
He's in.
Holy moly. Yeah. Okay.
Safety BKB just in case.
This feels so bad. This is a hard Jug game. PA is really good versus Jug because all the spells go through spin, and then Tusk also has a way to cancel spin TPs, which is usually how you want to be able to play Jug. You shove these lanes down, spin TP, get a lot of GPM, but you can't really do it this game.
Yeah, you cannot be that greedy at all.
Oh, thank you, Nox. Appreciate that. Good to know. So at this 30-minute mark that's coming up, they're going to have both outposts on Evil Geniuses. We're also getting that next round of items that are available, which they're going to need to pick up on Sadboys. But that smoke up play, I mean, is it when you sort of see people spread out, I guess, and try and run towards lane? Like, is there a main target that Sadboys would be looking to gank, with this smoke here? Or just whoever they find?
I think it has to be the OD. If you get a core that's not OD, and the OD will just Astral City them.
Yeah,
Which is why
it
this
feels
OD
just
is
the
so
most
annoying.
vulnerable too, like
Yeah.
mobility-wise and defensive item build-wise. At least he's gettable.
Easy. Runs into Fear. Oh my god. Yeah, just a third of his life gone. Why not?
Cool hero.
Well,
Very fun.
feels about rapier time, I'd say, for RTZ, right? There's one way to make this interesting.
Yeah. Have a chance for the Jug to not worry about your evasion anymore.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. Oh, City buys Ags like a coward. Unbelievable.
It's probably the better item, but we've seen a lot of
Oh,
rapiers
up top.
today. They got him.
I actually know. I didn't connect on it.
Okay.
It's really hard to hit that on Brood. He's so fast.
Yeah.
I was watching a bot at like the 15-minute mark. He kept trying to like ult to Remnant and he would miss it a lot. Because there's always the
put it,
spiders
like
to
in the
block.
tree too.
Yeah.
Like
So what do you think about this, like the no Yules build on Abed? Because I guess is it because of the OD, or do you have other people to set up for you, or is Yules just dead for
think
Void Spirit?
He has an OD. Like the Yules, there's like an OD offlane Void Spirit 4, and it's because the OD gives your Yules or your Void a free Yules with Astral in like the
Okay.
mid game. So I think he just wanted to go Orchid to pressure the Jug mostly, which is like that's how they won the Roche fight, right? Jug gets
Yeah.
picked from some Orchid timing. It feels good.
and he was over farmed because of the brood too. So that gets to like a better timing with it as well.
Oh, Abed almost got caught, but then they get away. Fast fingers, and now the turn. They find poor old PPD. He dies first. Arteezy jumps in there. A lasso, but it was on a spin around. And now Snowball looking for more. Walrus punch afterwards. Good ice path down, but I don't know if it's quite going to be enough. They've already lost one. All their damage is pretty much gone at this point as Abed jumps in. Arteezy finds another one. Can he get the kill? Yes, he will. That's a dieback. PPD now jumps onto Moo, and GG is going to be called. We're going to a game 3.
Pretty clean game overall from EG. There was like some hope for Sadboys with like the way the Brood was playing, like just before that 20-minute mark, where it was like, okay, maybe they can kind of link something together here, but in the end, EG just providing too much of a safe haven for Arteezy in this game, and then of course the big kills on Fear sort of ending a lot of the bigger hopes for his itemization in this game.
I really like their lane swap when the Void Spear hit 6. I thought
Yes,
that was
sick.
really big for the early game. Gave the PA free lane mid, which I think it even ended up turning into some kills, right? For them. And the Void
Yeah,
got
it did.
so farmed just sitting down there and killing spiders over and over.
Definitely a solid performance here. You can see that through the end of all of it, Arteezy kind of gets hit a couple of times early on, but then goes throughout a lot of the rest of the game untouched. He became that big bad carry. Abed, the thing that I found interesting about that was that he was almost inhabiting that like off lane type of role because he was the only one that could go against the spiders. But normally that's where you would see Ice that would be hanging out down bottom, like keeping the pressure off of the tower and like saying, okay, if you kill me, you kill me. But Abed was able to get out because he was just so freaking farmed. So cool stuff there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for game number 2. We're going to head on back to the panel in just a second as we get set up for the final match in this series, EG versus Sadboys. But for now, do a quick break.